returning to the soil and the roots of self-reliance. Across the rolling fields and forgotten homesteads of America, a quiet revolution stirs. Black farmers, descendants of those who once toiled as sharecroppers and field hands, are reclaiming their ancestral connection to the land. This is not merely a return to agriculture, but a profound act of cultural revival, sustainability, and resilience. The history of black farming in America is a story both of deep loss and extraordinary perseverance, of families uprooted by systemic injustice, yet rooted still in an unbreakable bond to the earth. Today, these farmers are cultivating more than crops. They are harvesting hope, heritage, and a new future. Through regenerative practices and reverence for ancestral knowledge, they are reshaping the soil, the landscape, and the very narrative of black agrarian life. The legacy of black farmers is deeply entwined with the soil of the American South, where generations once labored under the weight of slavery and sharecropping. After emancipation, many black families seized the promise of land ownership, carving out farms of their own. These plots of earth were not just economic assets, they were symbols of freedom, identity, and self-determination. Yet, from the early 20th century onward, discriminatory policies, violent dispossession, and institutional barriers systematically stripped black farmers of their land. The number of black-owned farms plummeted from nearly 15% in 1920 to less than 2% today. Despite these losses, the spirit of stewardship and connection to the land endured, passed down quietly through generations as a sacred trust. In the wake of this history, contemporary black farmers are rewriting the story with a renewed commitment to sustainability and heritage. They are pioneers of regenerative agriculture, restoring soil health through cover cropping, crop rotation, and composting, practices that echo the wisdom of their ancestors. This movement is more than environmental. It is a reclamation of cultural memory. By nurturing heirloom seeds and traditional crops, these farmers honor the culinary and medicinal knowledge rooted in African and indigenous traditions. Their work challenges the dominant industrial model of agriculture, offering instead a vision of farming as a holistic, intergenerational practice deeply connected to community and land stewardship. The landscape of black farming today is as diverse as the individuals who cultivate it. From small urban gardens in Detroit and Atlanta to sprawling farms in the Mississippi Delta and California's Central Valley, black farmers are forging spaces of empowerment and innovation. Many operate within cooperative networks, sharing resources and knowledge, strengthening communal ties that echo the kinship bonds of the past. These spaces become sanctuaries of cultural expression and economic independence, where food sovereignty is intertwined with social justice. Their fields are not only sites of cultivation but also classrooms, where the next generation learns about resilience, history, and the power of roots, both in the earth and in identity. The struggle for land access remains a central challenge. Generations of systemic discrimination, through predatory lending, land theft, and exclusion from federal support programs, have left many black farmers fighting for survival. Organizations such as the National Black Farmers Association and Land Loss Prevention Project stand as vital advocates, working tirelessly to secure land rights, legal assistance, and equitable access to resources. These efforts highlight a broader movement toward restorative justice, acknowledging the historical wrongs that fractured black agrarian communities. Through activism and policy change, black farmers are reclaiming not only their land, but their rightful place in America's agricultural future. Walking through the fields, the hands of black farmers tell a story written in calluses and soil. Their labor is an act of healing of the land, their communities, and themselves. The connection to earth is both physical and spiritual, a sacred dialogue between human and nature. Many incorporate practices that honor ancestral spirits, invoking rituals passed down through African diasporic traditions. These ceremonies affirm the land as a living entity, deserving of respect and care. In this way, farming becomes a form of resistance against erasure, a reclamation of identity that transcends the mere act of planting and harvesting. The crops grown by black farmers often carry deep cultural significance. Heirloom varieties, such as collard greens, okra, black-eyed peas, and sweet potatoes, are more than food. They are living links to African and African-American heritage. These plants sustain bodies and nourish stories, connecting present-day farmers to ancestors who cultivated similar gardens under vastly different circumstances. Seed saving becomes a sacred act, preserving biodiversity and ancestral knowledge in the face of industrial homogenization. Through this work, black farmers embody a profound stewardship that honors both the earth's fertility and the resilience of their communities. Education and mentorship are vital threads in this renaissance. Many black farmers serve as teachers, sharing skills with youth and community members who have been disconnected from agricultural traditions. Urban farming initiatives, community-supported agriculture, and apprenticeship programs create pathways for new generations to reconnect with their heritage and develop skills for sustainable living. These efforts combat food insecurity and promote health equity in neighborhoods historically marginalized and underserved. In teaching others to farm, black farmers cultivate not only crops but also hope, planting seeds of empowerment and self-sufficiency that will blossom for years to come. This movement is also deeply intertwined with environmental justice. Black farmers often operate in regions disproportionately impacted by pollution, climate change, and land degradation. Their regenerative practices offer a powerful response, restoring soil vitality, improving water retention, and enhancing biodiversity. By healing the land, they contribute to healing their communities, which have long borne the brunt of environmental neglect. This intersection of race, ecology, and agriculture redefines sustainability as a holistic endeavor, one that embraces equity, resilience, and the restoration of balance between humans and nature. Storytelling, too, plays a pivotal role in this resurgence. Through film, photography, literature, and oral histories, the lives and labors of black farmers are being documented and celebrated. These narratives challenge dominant histories that have erased or marginalized black contributions to agriculture. By reclaiming their stories, black farmers assert their presence and legacy in the American landscape. Their voices echo across fields and archives alike, asserting that the past is never truly lost when it is tended with care and love. This act of remembrance is itself a form of resistance and renewal. The economic dimensions of black farming also reveal a complex tapestry of struggle and opportunity. Access to markets, fair pricing, and land ownership remain fraught with obstacles. Yet, innovative models such as farm cooperatives, community-supported agriculture, and direct-to-consumer sales empower farmers to reclaim economic agency. These models foster local food systems that uplift both producers and consumers, creating cycles of mutual support. In this way, black farmers are not only cultivating the land, but also cultivating economies rooted in justice, dignity, and sustainability. As the sun sets over these fields, the future of black farming shines with promise. The roots renaissance that sweeps across the country is a testament to the enduring power of connection, to land, to heritage, and to community. In reclaiming the soil, black farmers reclaim their narratives, their identities, and their futures. They embody a profound truth that from the deepest roots can grow the strongest trees. This is a story still unfolding, a living legacy of resilience, hope, and renewal, where every seed sown is an act of faith in the enduring bond between people and the earth they call home. Returning to the soil, black farmers stand at the intersection of past and future, cultivating not only crops but also justice, heritage, and sustainability. Their hands shape a new chapter, one in which the land is both a source of livelihood and a canvas for cultural expression. In this reclamation, they remind us all of the sacredness of the earth and the power of roots, both visible and unseen. As this renaissance continues to grow, it carries with it the promise that the land once stolen and forgotten will bloom again, nurtured by the hands of those who never cease to believe in its enduring gift. This has been Roots Renaissance. See you in the next chapter.